Hi and welcome to my playhouse. And today we are at the balcony because I have a bit of woodwork that is not doing too great. Some of this has been coming down for years, and I think I promised myself when I was done replacing the windows in the winter garden, I would concentrate on this balcony and try and get that done. I do believe that I need to cut down on this plant over here as well, because pretty much that's holding together the fence, and that's on that side. So we need to get rid of some of this as well. But brought a hammer and a crowbar, and I think I can get most of this without much issue, because it's more or less falling apart all by itself. So I do have some stuff up here that needs to go somewhere else. Garden chairs and the grill, and I need to clean up a little bit. So I think that's where I'm gonna start to make some room. This thing is also not doing too well. This is it's a beer umbrella. It's a bit of a shame because it's my favorite beer. It's CS Royal Export. It's a blue one. I don't drink too many of them. I actually have quite the beer problem there. They get too old. I think I can move these plastic chairs a bit around so that I don't have to carry them down. I hope. For now. And the grill. And all of this crap seems to be coming apart all by itself. So when I purchased this house, this balcony was not old, but my grandfather had made it out of already not too great wood, but he had painted it very nicely, so the paint has held this together for years. So it breaks really easily. So, but I found a quick way to get rid of it, and that is to just throw it down here. So we're just gonna do like that. It's way easier than carrying it down through the house and out the back. I'll figure out how to get rid of it. Yeah, coming apart. This used to be a little door so that you could go out here if you needed to go out onto the roof. That white thing there is plastic, so that would be very dangerous. You might go right through that, so not great. I really need to replace that at some point. It has seen better days, and I also ran into the issue that on warm days, when this is very warm, well, this roofing here is not actually thick enough to hold a grown man's weight. So yeah, bit of an issue there too. Okay, I got rid of the gate here. I have this little thing that has been fastened to the siding of the house. Plus it has a rod that goes into the ground there. But I don't want to break more than necessary, so I'm gonna try and unscrew it so that I don't break too much. Okay, I'm gonna go get the drill. Have I told you about these Ryobi tools? They're awesome. I see that the robot is now on its way to job. It's there. Yeah, apparently it's 10 o'clock. I think that was what I set the schedule to. So let's get these screws out of here before 11. That's the wrong way. And slower. And not hammer. Okay, that one is just turning, not going anywhere. Whoever mounted this has used the wrong type of screws to fasten these. This bit up here, which is to tighten everything in, is too wide. So it more or less it goes through the metal bracket and the wood behind, and it just turns around and you get nothing. So that's a bit of a shame. Oh, I've been cheated. I thought now I've removed the brackets and it's still on there. There is a piece of wood in there that has been screwed into the siding as well. How could they? Do they know how much taking apart I need to do now? Oh, yeah. Moaning Morten is back. So, yeah, apparently I can't really show you the screw, but it's screwed in that way. So I need to get rid of some of the other stuff before I can undo that. Okay, more Ryobi tools. The multi-vibrating, I don't know what they even call it themselves. Does this say? They're very vague about that. Multi-vibrating tool thing. I had a bit of info that I haven't shared yet, and that is, this is a real Ryobi battery. It's a real Ryobi battery. You can get some very affordable copy batteries, and to be quite honest, they're not bad, and they're very much more affordable than this real one, which is a 5 amp one. These are expensive here in Denmark. I know that in the US they are a lot cheaper. I think we have 3 lines left. Yeah. But for half the price and for 2 batteries you can get 6 amp hour copy batteries. And they do kind of hold the right amount of power also, but what they don't do, they don't supply the same amount of peak power. So if you're using this battery or the copy battery for a power hungry tool like a angle grinder or a chainsaw or a miter saw, you will not get the same good performance as with an original battery. The copy batteries will work just as fine for tools with a smaller peak use, like this multi-tool. It doesn't matter. You can use a copy battery for this tool. It doesn't use that much power. Or you can use it for the drill. If you're just drilling a hole, it shouldn't make much difference because the drill has plenty of power, even with a battery that is a bit weaker. That is a bit of a ninja hack. You can actually get away with some of the cheaper batteries if you're just using them for smaller tools. For the big powerful tools, the original batteries are still to be preferred. Not said that when the original battery runs out of power, if I'm not out of power as well, I can go and put one of the copy batteries on there and I can most likely complete the job while the original battery is charging up again. And the issue is the cells inside. These cells are meant for some amount of power. It's the internal resistance of the cells are a lot lower on these good batteries than on the cheap copy ones. So they are able to supply way more power, and it can be like a battery inside of here might be able to supply 10, 20 or 30 amps, whereas the copy ones might only do 5. So, but it might still be 5 amp hours because the cell has the amount of power inside of it. It's just not able to supply it quite as quickly as these. And that is also why these batteries are usually smaller, like there's 10 cells inside of this. And with the batteries, with the smaller use, you should actually be able to make a 7 amp hour battery on this size. But as the peak performance cells don't go as high in amp hours, well, they don't go higher than, I think, 6 amp hours in this size. That was a lot of rambling about batteries. I just want to kill the 2 screws that goes in here because I'm afraid of breaking everything here and making more mess than I need to. Got one. I'll take the other one. My butt will be in the way of the camera. Okay, I got it. Let's see if it goes now. Yep, there's a big nail in the bottom that went into the concrete. It's out of here. Whoa, just see how that opens the place up. We need to continue here. Okay, we're getting there. This is dodgy. So we're gonna sit you over here and you get a good view of the show. Okay. So it's not as if there's tool brands missing in the world, but where these Ryobi tools really shine is that there's also gardening tools available. So you can have any of the bigger and more professional brands. Just ask them if they how their trimmer is or their electric chainsaw, and quite a few of them will have to give up because they don't make it. But Ryobi has a very big assortment of all kind of different tools. I know Milwaukee has as well, but something like DeWalt, they don't have anything like that. And this is how hard it is to change to your electric scissors. And onwards we go. And we can start cutting this down. It's getting in the way because I need to take this apart over here as well. Oh, I found a chair in this corner, and over here I found a wire, and I was negotiating with myself, what have I been doing here? But I remember I was playing with powering the small heat pump here, that one, from solar energy, and the all power supply, I think it was the S2000 or the R2500. I forget if I think it was the S2000. The R2500 I did downstairs. So this wire has been sitting there for me to play with on another day. I did play with it after I did the video, but well, I never removed the wire. Apparently it's not connected in the other end, but it's a good wire. So yeah, I'm finding stuff. Do you know what the downside of a crowbar is? It doesn't run out of power like the Ryobis, so I have zero excuse to go and recharge Even the robot is working down there somewhere. Yeah, it's behind the tent right there. Come on, show yourself. There it is. Okay, but I've gotten, I'm over halfway now. I have these pillars that is located here. I actually remember those from when my grandparents bought the place. I remember we were on a tour and we came up here, and everything was made with these metal things, and there was something on top, and there was some plastic gritting in between, some webbed, I don't know, if like a fishnet thingy, just a thicker material. And at some point that died. I probably wasn't UV resistant, but yeah, I am cutting into this and breaking it down as I go. So we will soon be at a point where this is a very open balcony, and not as I'm also a bit afraid that the first gust of wind and all of this stuff will find its way into the garden instead, just blow over and break everything on the way. So I might have to move it there before it decides to move there itself. Okay, this is going a bit slower because of all the cutting that needs to be done to get rid of the... You see how it has gotten itself in between all the boards, and even inside of the wood here. Yeah, that one is probably not good for much. I have actually found that some of the wood are in surprisingly good condition. Some of it I would expect would have probably been able to last another 10 years if it had gotten some more paint. There's one of those centipedes. Come on, show yourself. There. Yeah. They're not dangerous here, but in Portugal, don't touch them. I found one that was like 10-15 centimeters long in my hallway. It didn't survive that encounter. Okay, the fence is gone. You can see how this climbing bush thing has been holding it up. So now I need to do a bit more cleaning here to get that bush thing out of my way. Okay, robot has found its way back to the charging station, so it's taking a well-deserved rest. I think I'm going to do the same and kind of end the video here. Everything is, well, the fence is cleaned, and I've left one heck of a mess down here instead. I still need to get rid of this green thing. I don't like it climbing up the house. It ruins the walls, and it grows in and it gets moist, and it is even going that way now. I don't like that. And down here somewhere is the gutters, and they're not working very well with all those plants in there. So yeah, I'll need to continue this work from down there. But yeah, the idea is to have the patio follow this. It's like a square, and over here it messes up and becomes something else, which is a bit of a downer. I don't know how to fix that, but yeah, now if nothing else, I can do some very precise measurements because of all of this is now gone. We can kind of walk out here. This is okay to walk on, so and kind of get a better overview of what it looks like from here. So yeah, it used to be a fence there. Wasn't hard to take down, I must admit. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you very much for watching, and this is gonna be an ongoing project because I ain't done yet. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.